Hi, you guys. There's something I want to say. Something that happened to me back when I was 13 years old. So, there was this boy that my sister dated in high school. I let him date her. Didn't know who he really was at first. I was 13 years old and my sister was like 14. He was like 15 years old. And I was only 13. I'm not going to say his name because I can't. But I want to share what happened when I was 13 years old. I know this is probably not going to get anything, but I don't care. I don't care what you people say. I want to tell what happened to me. I can't say his name because I don't want to get any more drama and stuff or anything else to happen, but slowly things are getting better for me. But yeah, the kid, I let him date my sister, and they broke up, got back together. He's been to my house like a couple times. The one time he came to my mother's was the first time him and my sister were hanging out, other than at school. Um, he came over to my mom's house, and my sister was here. They were hanging out. I was talking to him, because I didn't think straight at the time, and I didn't know who he really was. And I was being myself and trying to help out my sister. And a lot of stuff happened to me. The worst thing that ever happened was trauma. The anxiety, the trust issues, everything I went through from the past 3 years. It was the most scariest thing I could ever imagined that would ever happen to me. At first, he was nice and kind and didn't think anything of him because he seemed like a nice kid and he wouldn't do anything stupid. Until the day what he did to me. Now I'm going to get to that part, but first, let me tell you how exactly everything happened. So, him and my sister started dating after I got my sister to confess her feelings for him. And he confessed to her, and they got together, dated, and then a little bit after they started dating, he came to my house, my mom's house. Me and my sister shared a room at the time. Nothing wrong with that. My sister was using the washroom, and he was in the room with me. I didn't think much at the time, but he kept, getting close to me. He locked himself in the room with me, which made me feel really uncomfortable. He tried forcing himself on top of me and tried to kill me with a metal hanger and choke me with it. And a couple times on our way to school, he would bring, some sort of thing to try to hurt me with or threaten me with. Like, one time he brought a big speaker into the transportation van to school. And I went to the principal about it, and they said he had nothing. But I know what he had, because he had, this weird big speaker thing carrying in his bag with him. I don't know why he decided to do this. I guess maybe because my sister didn't give him what he wanted. Again, I can't say his name. I'm not going to bring my sister's name into this, but I'm going to just continue explaining what happened. After that, I told my mom because she came across the hanger. And I said that he tried to kill me with the hanger and kept forcing himself on top of me, which made me feel really uncomfortable and stuff. And you guys probably went through some of the same thing, maybe the same thing. Probably not by the same person, but this is just so you're aware. Once he is 18, I will say his name. Possibly, if I'm allowed. I don't know yet. All I know is that I went to court and stuff. It happened 3 years ago, back when I was 13 years old. Him and my sister broke up. Then a little while after that, they got back together. Now, a couple of weeks after they got back together, like during like summer break or whatever, me and my sister and him, we were all at the public pool where I am, like where I live, kind of. At this time, I don't remember how, like what day it was it happened, but it was 3 years ago it happened. I just really wanted to share this to you guys, and so maybe you guys will know how I feel and everything I went through and stuff. I'm going to post this to this channel and my other one. But I was hungry at the time of the day what happened to me. My sister didn't want to take me home, and I didn't know my way home at all. I didn't know how to get home from the pool at the time. I do now. He said he'd take me to his house and get a snack, and then take me right back to my sister. Instead, he lied to me and tricked me. He tricked me into following him because he said he wanted to show me something. Something cool. He said there was a bunny and he wanted to show it to me. But there wasn't. He lied to my face. And I cannot believe he'd do this whole thing to me. Because I trusted him with my sister and I regret it. I blame myself for everything that happened, even though everybody's telling me this is not my fault. This is his fault for what he did to me. He tricked me into saying there was a bunny when there wasn't. He threatened to bash my head in with a big rock and said that if he didn't get what he wants, I'd be dead. So he basically did the worst thing. He raped me when I was 13 years old at this pool, but somewhere else, away from the pool. Some weird place down by the water. There was a yellow fence, and it was like, I don't know why he did this, but he did. I tried to call the police for help, but he took my phone away and threatened to smash it. And I was so scared I didn't know what to do. So he told me either I'd take my clothes off or he was going to do it. So I had no choice to listen to him or I wouldn't be here right now. I was scared a lot. I didn't know what to do. I was shaking. My whole body was shaking. I started crying in fear because I didn't know what to do. After it was all over, I left. I went back to the pool. And I didn't bother going in the water because I was just too scared. And I told a couple people what happened. They told me to tell the police, and I showed them where it happened, and they didn't believe me. Some of them did, some of them didn't. Then the one day, like the same day, I got home, and I told my sister's friend's now ex-friend, well, hers and I's ex-friend, both of our ex-friend. I can't bring her name into this because, yeah. But I appreciate the fact that she told someone who told my parents, and I didn't have to be afraid. Everything's slowly getting better for me, as I said. Basically, she told her, because I told this girl, and she told her parents what happened, who told my parents, and after supper, my stepmom and my dad, they sat me down at the table and they asked what happened. They asked if I knew what the word rape means. I said it means sex and all of that. I was like shaking and crying, and I'm like, he did this to me and I'm sorry for not telling you. I was scared. I didn't know what to do because he threatened to hurt me if I told anybody what happened. And yeah, it's slowly getting okay. Everything's getting better now. He's in a lot of trouble. but I had to go to the hospital and I went through a lot of therapy from it. I had nightmares every night. I still do sometimes. I was just so scared I didn't know what to do. But that's everything that pretty much happened, other than I took him to court. I cried. I have bikers on my side. A lot of people are here for me, and the support is, it's okay, but I was like so scared. I became like emotionally depressed, afraid to trust people. I like come to this day I'm afraid of men. I don't trust any men. Even if you're a man or my friend, I trust you if you're my friend. But not if you're some grown man. No offense. It's just because I went through a lot and I was scared. Come to this day, I still am, because he threatened to hurt me. It's really bad. But yeah, that's everything that happened. I became not myself. I wanted to hurt myself. I cut myself, and my parents found out. I explained to them why I did it. And yeah, I'm getting help now. Haven't done it since that one time, and things are getting better for me. But I wanted to share what happened, so yeah, that's the end of this, me telling my story of what happened. So I don't want any hate, nothing like that. I just wanted to say what happened to me and everything. So I hope you guys understand that. Yeah, I cry sometimes. Yeah, I could be a freaking annoying person. But you have to understand what other people go through before you start saying stuff. Like, you can't be rude to someone without knowing who they are. So, yeah. But I just wanted to come on here and say what happened. And if any of you see this video, thank you for watching it, seeing it. And I don't know if anybody here has went through the same thing, but thank you for seeing this if you did see it, or if you have or haven't, that's fine. But either way, I thank you for tuning in, and till I know more, I'll keep you guys posted. Bye.